Okay, well, hello everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to another week, the week before Christmas here. As you're moving into the holidays even more deeply here, I hope that it's shaping up to be a great holiday season for you. And no matter what you celebrate, what you partake of, what you enjoy, I hope it's one that's healthy for you, productive for you, and a time of restoration. In the meantime, it's probably busy if you're anything like me. There's a lot going on. You got a lot on your plate trying to wrap up the year. But one thing that's great that we have going on workerscompensation.com today is we have one of our favorite things. It's the WorkCompCollege.com study hall. Those are our friends over at WorkCompCollege. A big shout out to Mark Pugh. He's the one that really is put this together for us and oversees it and makes sure that faculty members of WorkCompCollege put together some useful information on what they're teaching and how it's relevant to those of you that are in the industry in those areas. So we have a good one for today that I want to share with you real quick, and then we'll take a look at a couple of other things that we have going on. So let's get started here and make sure I've got the right page up. I think do it, and there we go. So this month's entry in the WorkCompCollege study hall is a course called Voices of the Worker, and that's in the Workers Recovery Professional Curriculum at WorkCompCollege.com. And you can go over there to their site and check out all their offerings and how you can engage in what I think is one of the more interesting what do I want to say, trying to describe this, one of the more interesting avenues to continuing education. All right, that only took me 10 minutes to spit out, but so excuse me. So there we go. So Rosemary Mackenzie Ferguson, she has a great presence online. Her work's always very interesting. Her bio is great. Craig's Table is a great organization. Of course, she's based out of Australia. And this is really about if you're into the concept of workers' recovery, she's someone that you need to know about and that you can learn from, because that's what it's all about, sort of like the whole person, the whole worker kind of approach. And that really what you're talking about is getting someone back into their work, into what was making them a productive member of the workforce, but also, just an overall holistically healthy person. And you can go through this. I credit Mark Pugh for this format here, giving a insight into why this faculty member chose the subject matter to teach that they did, why they think it's important to stakeholders in the industry, how the content helps with the workers' recovery mindset, and then so on. And this is something that this kind of gives you a sneak peek if you want to explore their course offerings. This will give you some good information, some good starting points, but then you can go there and see if continuing your educational path with WorkCompCollege is something for you. But the advice that Rosemary gives here is really good advice, and this is something that every one of these entries has, and this is probably the gem in these study hall pieces. And this one I really sort of resonates with me, because this is stuff that you can really put to use in your own life. Read books that challenge you. That's kind of a lost art, and I can remember having teachers that would assign reading materials that maybe were discomforting in some way or made you think in some way, outside what you sort of expected, particularly in college, and you kind of wrestle with ideas and things like that. And that little bit of uncomfort sometimes is what challenges you to grow, change, and really the main heart of learning there is in that space between feeling uncomfortable and making the changes that prompts of you. Anyway, and this is something that I've never heard described this before. Free fall writing, sort of stream of consciousness writing, kind of like just whatever you've got going, journal it out. This is good, really good advice here. And then this is an interesting take that she has here, and I really like it because so often it's hard to make decisions. And what I like here, she says, come up with, you write down every possible option that you're trying to kind of figure out your decision tree here, right? You get 31 options. Now, only a small handful of those are going to be sensible, but getting it out there, putting it on paper, um, forcing yourself to think through those things is the work of this. And that's just really a genius kind of approach to decision making, or, just kind of working through challenges. Apologize when required. Very interesting one. And the power of an apology is an underrated self-care tool, if you ask me. And then lastly, I love the way she wraps this up here. Smile and say thank you. So, I mean, what better advice could there be than that? Oh, well, anyway, so what else do we have going on workerscompensation.com today? Well, quite a bit, but as always, these videos are brought to you by Simply Research. Now, what is Simply Research? Well, it's our research database tool. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at that right quick. Now, Simply Research is our product that puts together information on compliance, and we're getting more into maybe some like practical advice as well. That's going to be coming down the road. But suffice it to say, if you're in the space where rules, regulations, case law, calculations, anything that has to do with compliance is on your plate, then you owe it to yourself to at least take a look at Simply Research. So we're going to log in right quick here. Thankfully, it's saved. I don't know what I would do without saved passwords. And we can look at what's new, and that gives you an idea of the kind of things that we're always updating on Simply Research. Every day there's something new. So what's here for today? Our compliance team really pins down what's out there, what's relevant, and they look for it. So we have a case out of the District of Columbia that's up. We'll be summarizing that soon. And there's a rule out of the state of Washington. So Washington, District of Columbia, easy to remember, right? Anyway, and then once you do get onto Simply Research, if you do decide to sign up for it, if you're not interested in all these other states, which you might not be if that's not relevant to you, you can subscribe to individual states and just get those into your email inbox every week. All right, well, that's what we have going on Simply Research. But now, what if you wanted to try it? Well, we've got good news for you. You can get a free trial. You go down here, right here to free trial, hit the button, boom, fill out your information for 1 week. You get to try Simply Research. It's worth it. Give it a shot. If you don't like it, no worries. There's no strings attached. We're not going to spam you. We're not going to pester you. We're not even going to mention it. If you don't like it, that's fine. That's your business. But if you do like it, you might want to consider signing up. You can get a subscription for as low as $99 a month. Great deal. So my 2 takeaways on this Tuesday afternoon for you is check out this month's study hall, brought to you by WorkCompCollege.com, and check out Simply Research. Give it a shot. What do you have to lose? Anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by, spending a little bit of time with us, and I hope that the rest of your day and the rest of your week goes excellently. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks so much, everyone.